If you're trying to buy a house right now and you're not using AI, you may be behind. Smart buyers today are using AI to make better decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and actually build a strategy before they actually buy. Let me show you exactly how to do this step by step. Now, before we get started and what to do, I'm going to go into a personal story on how I use AI to actually help me get out of a financial circumstance. About 2 years ago, I was laid off from my job, and this job was the same job I used to qualify for my mortgage. At the time, I was sitting there with possibly maybe 8 to 9 months of savings and honestly not much of a plan. At the same time, I don't know why, I decided to go all the way in and start my own mortgage company instead of applying for another job. Now, if you know anything about starting a business, the first few years are pretty rough. So think about the circumstance. I've got no stable source of income, bills are piling up, and my credit is starting to drop. I was completely overwhelmed. So I did something simple. I went on ChatGPT and basically trauma dumped my entire situation. I dumped just about every aspect, every detail of what I was going through. The dates I was going through it, my credit report, my mortgage statements, as well as how much I was making. And then I asked, what's the best strategy for me to survive and keep my house? It came back with something I wasn't even considering. Renting out each room individually through a platform called Pad Split. And the reason being was because renting by room would generate more income than actually renting to a traditional family. So I followed the plan. And it worked. I was able to cover my mortgage and even had a little extra cash left over. And that's when it kind of clicked for me. AI isn't just a tool, it's a strategy partner. The part people completely skipped. They try to buy the house without a real strategy. They're scrolling to Zillow, talking to agents, looking at houses, but they don't actually know what they're trying to accomplish. And that's where most people go wrong. Because real estate isn't just about buying a house, it's about making a decision that fits your financial situation. So what you should be doing instead is using AI to define three things clearly: who you are financially, what your actual financial goal is, and your timeline. And I mean, get specific. Not just I want to buy a house, not just I want to buy a house, but how much do you make? How much debt do you currently have? How much do you have saved? What kind of lifestyle are you trying to build? And then you take that information and you ask AI something like, given my income and savings, what's the smartest way for me to buy a home in the next 6 to 12 months? And what's going to happen is, instead of guessing, AI will help you with seeing your real estate strategies. It might tell you something like buy smaller first and keep your payments low. It might tell you something like house hack to offset your mortgage. Or it might even tell you to wait until your financial situation is improved. And this is important because sometimes the smartest move is not the most obvious move, like my example I gave. Most people buy based on emotions. I like the house. I want to live in this area. This feels right. But emotion doesn't care about your budget. Emotion doesn't care about your long-term plan. Strategy does. So the goal here is simple. Use AI to remove the emotion and replace it with a plan that actually works for your situation. Because at the end of the day, the strategy will always beat the emotion. Next, it's important to understand the location. This is one of the most important parts of real estate, which most people approach in the wrong way. They pick areas based on what they're familiar with, what looks nice, or someone else possibly recommended it to them. Now that we have access to so much data at our fingertips, it's time to leverage AI to understand this data. Because the reality is, not all areas grow the same. Not all areas yield the same demand. And not all areas will give you the same return. So this is where AI becomes extremely powerful. What you should be asking is, what areas in my city are growing but affordable? Where can I buy under $500,000 with a strong rental demand? Which neighborhoods are seeing the most development? And now, instead of just picking randomly, you're starting to identify the emerging neighborhoods, the better price points, and the higher upside areas. And this matters when you're buying to live as well as buying as an investment. Because even as a homeowner, you still want your property to at least appreciate in value. Now, here's the key point. Now, here's something I want to make clear. AI does give you direction, but you still need to verify this data. So once it gives you an area, you go and check the recent sales, the rental prices, the crime data, the school zones, as well as the new developments in the area. And when you do that, you're no longer playing this guessing game of where to buy. You're choosing a location based on intention, and that's how you get ahead. Now let's talk about analyzing the actual property. Because before you even make an offer, You should already know if this deal makes sense. And believe it or not, most buyers use Zillow to estimate the payments or get a Zestimate and hope that it works. That's not a strategy. That's just guessing. What you should be doing instead is using AI to break down the deal completely. You can input things like, what is the purchase price? What is the estimated taxes? What could the estimated insurance probably be? What is the HOA payment? And then you ask, what's my true monthly payment based on how much I'm putting down? Because what you see online is rarely ever the real number. And then if it's an investment, you can go deeper. You can say things like, what would this rent for? What's the cash flow after expenses? Does this deal actually make any sense? Now, instead of looking for properties emotionally, you're looking at the numbers. And that changes everything because you'll quickly see which deals are solid, which deals are overpriced, and which ones don't fit your plan altogether. And once you understand the numbers, you stop wasting time on the properties that do not make sense and you start focusing on the ones that actually do. Now, this might be one of the most important points that I bring up in this video: avoiding bad deals using AI. Most people actually think success in real estate comes from finding a great deal, but in reality, it comes from avoiding the wrong ones. One bad purchase can set you back for years. As a matter of fact, one bad purchase can potentially turn you off completely with real estate. And the problem is bad deals don't always look bad up front. That's where AI becomes your second set of eyes. Once you find a property, you can start asking deeper questions. What are my risks with this property? Are the taxes, insurance, or HOA too high for the price? Is this property overpriced compared to similar homes nearby? And now, instead of just seeing the surface, you start to see a full picture. You'll start catching things like monthly payments that are too high for the value of the property. A property's priced above the market. Hidden costs that eat into your budget. And this is where most people get caught. They fall in love with the property and ignore the numbers. But real estate is still an investment, and every investment has risk. Even though people may say real estate is the safest asset class, there's always downside. Smart buyers assess the risk and then they figure out how to mitigate it. Maybe that might be negotiating the price. Maybe that might look like asking for seller's credits. Or maybe it may look like walking away from the deal entirely. And the last one is very important to understand. Sometimes the best deal is the one that you walk away from. That's how you actually win in the long run. The biggest mistake I see is people relying on opinions instead of data. They trust Zillow estimates. They trust friends and family and even industry professionals. I want to make something clear because I too am an industry professional. Most cases, we all have your best interests. We're licensed to do so, but you should always trust but verify. Once you're actually verifying the data, that's how you actually become a smart buyer. Once you verify the numbers, that's how you become a smart buyer. Once you verify a clear path, that's how you become a smart buyer. And that's what's going to give you an edge in this AI age. If you want help building your own strategy, click the link in the bio or reach out directly. I'll walk you through exactly what your next move should be based on your current situation. See you in the next video.